Alright, so I'm sure that's a lot of you are probably wondering why I'm starting so early. And obviously, because today is Valentine's Day, not only did I want to show you guys the love a little early, but I also knew that if you have someone who you were loving on this Valentine's Day, you'd want to make sure that you could spend as much time with them as possible. Because let's face it, this stream is probably a distraction for you, but nonetheless. I have been very fortunate to be feeling the love here in Genshin Impact over the course of the last couple of days, as I've had some very good people who play this game, just total strangers, coming to help me out in co-op mode, and it's led to me getting a lot more progression than I could have expected, and so it's put me on the cusp of getting some very important milestones done, but there's still a lot to do, and so tonight we're going to see how much more we can have done. And so, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact live here on Twitch. So, tonight we are going to be looking at continuing with the story with Dane. Also, I did check the mail before the game started tonight. So, as it stands right now, thanks to help from people in co-op mode, the following have happened. Once I can actually get the stupid wheel to do its job. I was able to get Florian advanced to the next tier, and he's already started gaining levels, so he is now at 61. And the 3 other members of my party are currently maxed out at 60, but of course I need their materials in order to get to the next level for them. And as you can see, I'm going to need a lot more stuff in order to accomplish that. But on top of that, though, I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing it has to do with my characters being ascended and my weapons being ascended, but as you can see, I have a lot less Mora than I've had in previous streams. I'm down to under 300,000. So yeah, I know that I'm gonna need all these materials in order to push myself through. Of course, Mora is also a necessity for getting it done. So, knowing all this, I have gained some items as far as the materials that I require as far as grinding that stuff, including some things that I was given some help on my first trip to Sumeru. But there is still a lot more to get. The closest one right now is Jinyan, but she needs a lot more violet grass, which I'm really surprised at the Boo Boo Pharmacy has such a short, finite supply of it. Because I went to go get some over the course of the last couple of days, and they're still considered to be sold out, so I don't know if that's a weekly reset or not, but if it is, it's going to make things a lot harder to get Jinyan up to her next tier. So hopefully, with a little luck, we'll be able to get some of the stuff we need. In addition to that, it's pretty much the same thing as far as the weapons are concerned. It comes down to getting the necessary materials. In this case, for Jinyan needing Shackles of the Dandelion Gladiator. For Florian, in his case, he needs some Boreal Wolf's Broken Fang. I could make a run to get it tonight, but unfortunately, I would need to do the level 59 version of the Submerged Valley, and given that my party barely meets the requirement, I don't feel all that optimistic. Like, if I'm able to get someone who I can go with in co-op mode tonight to get these fangs, that would be very helpful. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, for Layla, in order to get her materials, like, she needs a lot of the mist grass, and she also needs the gold elixir, so I need to make some runs to get the materials for that. And finally for Barbara, with her Mappa Mare, she has nothing of the Erosiderite yet, and she does only need a few more sturdy bone shards, so I do fully expect to get to that milestone in due time. So that's how things stand right now. And also, everyone is now wearing a minimum artifact of +10. Just in case you're wondering, I've been rearranging my setup for my artifacts, so I've set it up in such a way so that Barbara now can get some healing, the healing buff plus the adventurer buff, because it's something that she could certainly use. For Layla, I've given her a cryo damage buff with the artifacts that she's got, as well as the 100 point defense increase, because she definitely needed that. And also, by virtue of the lucky dog, she has a lot more HP than the rest of my party, by a lot. And so also I've moved Jinyan over to being a berserker, so she does have 4 pieces for that. The one thing that she doesn't have that is falling into this is the traveling doctor's medicine pot, because of the pyro damage bonus that this particular one gives. So I wanted to make sure she could have that in order to get a boost on that. And then finally, Berserker and Exile are the buffs right now, are the bonuses right now for Florian. And he also has a lot of defense with what he's got currently. So lots have been done for my characters. And then, if I'm allowed to show it, when it comes to the map, also with a little help from co-op mode, I was able to finally unearth the statue of the 12, or not statue of the 12, statue of the 7 for the chasm. And also, thanks to them, I have finally started to unearth areas of Sumeru territory. So I've gotten a few statues of the 7 open up thanks to help from the wonderful community that this game has. And so, definitely been making the most of it. There are a few more the waypoints that, of course, I can check off as we go along. Those will certainly be useful, as well as I'll eventually need to come back to the mountain over here to get the waypoints that are outstanding over in this place. For now, though, our focus will be on the story, as in the story with Dane. So, what do you say we go ahead and make it happen at some point? Come on there, game. Don't leave me hanging. So we're going to the Soul Set Apart quest to begin things here tonight. And also, I did start to take, before I continue, I did start to take bounties now in Leeway. While trying to attempt one, I unwittingly unlocked this quest, 9 Pillars of Peace, which I do intend to get to in due time. So just some of the stuff that I've been doing. Also, it would help if I actually made that one quest, the Soul Set Apart, active. Yeah, it would help if I did that. So, let's head off to where Dane is. Last time we caught up with him, he was in Wolvendom. See, a lot has happened since I was streaming on Saturdays, you clearly have seen. Plus, I probably could easily, once I get my Ascension now, I probably could accumulate enough points that I could jump directly to Adventure Rank 30 once I get my next Ascents. But I really want to focus on getting the story advanced before I build myself up further, because as we all know, once you build up your world rank, you also make your opponents stronger. So I'm trying to delay that for as long as possible, as you can well imagine. Because the last time it was forced on me, I didn't have a quest to do that.
Dang, there you are! Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her.
Why is that?
As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations.
Well, maybe if you didn't dress in dark clothing all the time and, I don't know, got the partial mask off of you, that might help.
But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Traveler tells Dane what they learned from the spirit of Lupus Boreas.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
Oh, you know about this one?
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Yeah. What do we actually think it could be? Fireballs raining from the sky were probably missiles. Ancient people of Mondstadt wouldn't have seen fireballs for what they were, or actually Barbara's the deaconess, or whatever.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom, it would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky.
Oh, Paimon, you're such a delight.
Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
No need?
What do you mean?
What do I remember?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
Well, actually, I did, so... well, we have to go there anyway, so let's do it. You know, they'll make us go one way or another, so let's do it. Yeah, I had multiple spots to move to, so trying to remember where the statue of the Seven is. That's on the opposite side. Well, I guess this is a good time to see if everything's in order. I'll resonate with Animo while I can. And thanks to Barbara, I'm needing less and less of use of the statue blessing. But I imagine that'll change as we go along. So let's see if I can find my way a little more inside. Yeah, here we go. But I do have to go down 31 meters. Through that? Can I not? Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's one way to do it. And now I don't need to confront Storm Terror again.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye.
It's just done automatically. Okay.
Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited!
Maybe someone beat us to it.
What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements.
Oh, okay.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah, you're gonna brute force this, aren't you? Well, with fire, you're gonna brute force it. Very dark blue fire.
And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller.
Yeah, that's incredibly creepy.
All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Are we gonna have to fight this thing?
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
Not quite.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osiel, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god.
Creepy.
And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Yeah. They must be stopped. It's certainly an extremely dangerous operation.
Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
Can I have a third option?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Can we trust you, though?
Huh? You? Dane? with it, will you?
Yeah, it may have an ability we may not know about, because keep in mind in Final Fantasy XIV, we didn't know that Needhog's eyes could possess Estinian and turn him into Needhog.
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands.
We can't just destroy this thing?
No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Of course.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no one living outside of Mondstadt trusts anyone representing Favonius.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Hey Charles, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us.
We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now.
Yeah, Paimon definitely having a moral crisis here.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
I'll hold you to it. Okay, return to the ruins. So where's the arrow? Right here. Oops. Yeah, we'll warp from here. Yeah, it's good to see you, Charles. So let's get ready to do this. And that's right, we got a lake to go around. To some extent. Let's try and find that little sweet spot. I've likely flown beneath it. And let me put the quest back on active again. Oh no, it's beneath me. Okay, for some reason I thought it was above. Nope, it's right here. Explore Call of the Abyss. So, round 2. And going with current party. And let's see if we can make the most of this. Search for the defiled statue.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again.
I guess so.
Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet.
Oh!
That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time.
Try and weave a way
right
around
to
the
it.
bubbles
Yep,
of doom.
that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Oh, hello there, treasure chest. Oh. Well, better that it happened here. Back over to where we began this.
Looks like we're here.
Right if you are.
An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
I imagine it would be.
You sense correctly.
Yeah, right behind us.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless...
I was about to say, do you not even notice the other two people who were here?
Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same.
What?
We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Let's see if we can. Alright. Oh, hello there. Yeah, let's just start this right out of the gate. Come over here. Yes, we got the freeze. There we go. That's a good start. Ooh.
Feel the beat.
Yep. Oh, okay, you have friends now. I'm gonna slowly but surely try and find a way through the shield.
Wind blade.
Ooh, that'll do. Nope. Oh. Of course. Right as I'm loading up.
Wind blade.
I guess I can lay waste to you first if I have to. And perfect timing on that.
Stars, shine for me.
Okay, throws the other guy. Take this. Oh, really?
Let's dance. The night is cold.
Well, I froze him briefly.
Pyrotechnics.
Ooh, careful. Alright, give me a brief freeze. As much damage as you can in.
Disappear.
Oh, he doubled back!
Wind blade.
Not now.
Got the freeze in.
Feel the beat.
Of course, they always conveniently get away as I'm about to launch a Shinyan. I'm expecting another set of reinforcements.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. Just need to make sure I can see things through.
Pyrotechnics. Wind blade. Shred till I'm dead.
Oh, he's put his shield up.
Let the show begin.
Nope, double back.
Oh, no.
And then
Ready,
triple
set,
back.
Go. Go, Barbara, go.
Where did he, I was about to say, where did he go?
The night is cold.
Haha!
blade!
Yeah, they'll take a little bit off your shield. Doubles back. Triples back.
My guiding stars.
Yeah, give him a brief squeeze out. Get that shield down.
Wind blade!
Feel the beat.
Whoa! Yeah, that was a match for him that round. Freeze him out again. I love how that combo works. I'm really enjoying this combination setup. Get through that shield.
Stars, shine for me.
Summoning back. Getting frozen out. I love when that happens. Almost to the shield.
With the wind!
I've got you pinned in the wall. If only briefly. Where'd you go? You're right here.
The night is cold.
Wind blade! Power core! Time to rock!
Lay waste that shield.
Not now.
Okay, broke through your shield and stopped the fight briefly. They'll obviously be around too, I'm expecting. Just like we had with Child. Oh, he makes his escape again, or does he? Yeah, Dane's like, hold it right there. And meanwhile... Yeah, intervention! Who stepped in? And who's wielding that sword? Is it who I think it is?
Princess.
It's my sister. Oh no.
Hey! Could that be?
It is Lumine. Or is it Lumine?
Ether.
So my character's actual name is Ether, huh? I finally found you, but...
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
I'm not liking where this is going.
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Yeah, like, you're asking about Dane?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why are you asking about something that doesn't matter?
Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet
Oh, it is
again.
Lumine. And apparently I think we may be related to Dane.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
And I'm guessing that's only the case because he told the guy behind you told you that?
Lumine.
Yeah, hold on a second.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss.
So I'm actually the bad guy, huh?
That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
Among
A
others.
curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
Like you?
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
So am I. But Lumine, come on. Come with me.
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet.
No, you gotta help out the Abyss.
Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with Destiny will see no end.
Yeah, Destiny? You're not Sailor Moon.
Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
I'm not liking where this is going. And so once she's spoken her piece, and I
So
can't
we'll
be
meet
reunited
again.
with my sister,
Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you.
well, he doesn't.
We have always had enough time.
So, yeah, and I want to try and cross through the threshold too, but I guess it doesn't work on me. It worked on Dane though. But yeah, I'm actually the bad guy.
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
Yeah, I'm not sad, but
Really? You sure? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
once we get to Inazuma, we should keep that in mind as we look for more clues, yes.
That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
I was too focused on Lumine.
Oh. Well then, let's go over it again.
Oh, okay. They try and recall as many details as they can.
First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations?
Yeah, I think we can pretty much make that conclusion.
Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right?
Yeah, now they can go at each other's throats on a completely different dimension.
But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright.
And hey, if nothing else, we didn't have to destroy that statue.
If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made
Well,
of.
who knows how long that'll take.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Yeah, who knows how long that'll take. Act 4 completed. A Path Through the Storm is next on the list. Oh, and by the way, here's a treasure chest. Time to go. Yeah, we still have quite a few tasks and quests to clear off. Oh. Yeah, that definitely hurts. Knowing that I'm actually a villain in this game. Oh, I see a shrine. Do I have a Liyue shrine key right now? I don't actually know if I do or not. Let's go over and find out if I do. Because last time I checked I didn't have one, but since the shrine is conveniently here, might as well check this out now. I do not have another key. Alright. Then we shall advance in plots. So yeah, stuff is getting cleared out. So we're heading back to Liyue. Yeah, well... Oh, we're stopping short of it. Alright. Okay, I see. So yeah, why are we stopping short of Liyue? We're just gonna give ourselves the epic nighttime overview.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss.
Yeah, I still can't accept it.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Yeah, there must be more to this than meets the eye.
She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Yeah, thank you, Paimon.
Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Yeah, we know what needs to be done.
Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
Yeah, I need answers.
Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Alright, finally off to Inazuma?
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
Who do we know who's from there?
Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Liyue Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
Alright. Autumn winds, scarlet leaves. Alright, let's cover the final quarter mile, eventually. So yeah, she's right out by the end of the dock. Yeah, let's see what we can get from Atsuko. Well, yeah, I hope if you are celebrating Valentine's Day, you are making the most of it. I know I would like to. So off to the docks and see if we can get info from Atsuko.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
But
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
better than none, right?
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. after I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then I blacked out. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Feels like this story has a lot of real-world correlations to it.
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kind of like a caste system?
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Oh, we're going.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain.
Great.
Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Yeah, no one gets in, no one gets out.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But there's a place for Outlanders to go? Unless
They
it's
only
prison?
set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed.
What we need to do.
But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue.
Okay.
Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
Yeah, it seems like our only option.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
I guess we know where we're going.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Alright, to the Stone Forest it is. Yeah, they're already set out to sea, and looks like wherever Inazuma is probably all the way around here somewhere. Yeah, probably like this spot right here. Sounds like possible Zone 1. And let's see what happens when we hook up with them. It's only 200 meters out into the sea, but of course, we got to get out of the tunnel first. Start the tunnel, go around. try to get ourselves as close as possible to out onto the sea, but I imagine we may need to call on Kaya to get us across. Or we may not need to. It is a bit of a jump though. Can I get myself closer before making the attempt? No, it does not seem... Yeah, in terms of distance, it's pretty much the same. I don't know how much stamina I would have, so here goes nothing. Yeah, this is all about the stamina counts. I can? Well, it's too late now. I'm pot committed to gliding and swimming. As long as I don't overexert myself, I should be fine. Maybe I can climb onto the oars. Yeah, as long as I don't overexert myself, I should be fine, right? I can send myself onto them and... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see if I can indeed jump onto the... Oh, no, it doesn't let me... do that. It doesn't let me do that yet. Up we go.
Time to set sail.
Who the heck are you think you could just barge in here? You arrive on board the ship and get an earful. No stowaways. You're the traveler? What are you doing here? Looking for Beidou. Looking for the captain? Does she look like someone you just come looking for as you please? Oi, someone get over here! Tie up this stowaway and feed her the fishies! Can I beat you up and say no? Alright, what's with all the ruckus? This troublemaker snuck in here. Said they're looking for... Well, they're up to no good, I'll wager, and I thought I would just deal with this for Beidou. Alright, stop scaring people any old how, or Captain Beidou will scold you upside down. Yeah. Alright, off you go, cool your head. Now then, traveler, what business might you have with the captain? One way to Inazuma, please? You want to go to Inazuma by ship? You best see the captain herself about this. She's on board right now. But it seems that she's been deep in thought recently. Keep your eyes open and try not to disturb her. Alright. We've also been anchored here for quite a while due to her orders, which has led to quite a few delays. If you're willing, why don't you go around the ship and see who needs help? Sure. Who is in assistance? Su Ling is someone that we can speak to. And apparently they were there the whole time. And so is Beidou.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Oh, you expected this.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
And who is this inquisitive person?
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Yeah, hi there, Razor in another form. Is this guy a bard by any chance?
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment.
I'm sure you would.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
Yeah, I see the flowers on his
With
clothes,
this
too.
fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Clash. Are we gonna hear London Calling?
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
I guess not.
The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold.
Oh, okay.
There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents.
On the ship?
There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
Well, at this point, yeah.
2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little
I
one-sided.
don't have a vision, but...
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
That's so.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Unless winning is the only way to get to Inazuma.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Huh?
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Oh boy.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Yeah, why doesn't it have a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
It's of no use to me, I guess?
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
That's more like it.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
I guess so.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
Okay, we're not fighting on the
It
ship.
seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Oh, what are you thinking of? Okay, so where is this, waypoint that you were talking about? Before we find out about it, let's peruse the area around here. I'm guessing the Geoculus is resting at the top of the ship. Well, let's climb up and see if it is. Yeah, since we gotta go back to the Stone Forest to get to the tournament arena anyway. Might as well find out if the Geoculus is indeed at the top of the ship. Can't even get up to it though. That's my worry. Yeah, if we can't get access to it, it's no big deal. At least not right now. Okay, there appears to be a ladder. Or something resembling a ladder.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
No! Oh! That's always annoying. Alright, there we go. Get around. Climb up. Still not to the top yet. Yep, just as I expected, but that's
All
not...
clear as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, that's not a Geoculus by the looks of it. That looks like what I'll be getting in INAZUMA. Oh no, it is a Geoculus. Okay. I was thinking, oh, is this what they offer in INAZUMA? Nope, it's a Geoculus just like any other. Alright, guess we have to continue on from here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, off to the arena. Yeah, I kind of had a sneaking suspicion that I'd only be allowed to get there if I did this first.
My guiding stars.
Yeah, we'll glide along and get to where we need to go. Yeah, I just cut that down. Alright. That's part of the representation.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Well, let's find out.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Yeah, we want to take a look around first.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Of course.
The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former?
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them.
Why do I get the feeling you're building yourself up more than you should be?
I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Yeah, wow.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Well, that's because you won't be losing to a pair of children. You'll be losing to a quartet. Meanwhile, over here, we have Chai Yi.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Well, we know why you're here.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Yeah, could you tell me about it?
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
Then why isn't the master competing?
He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in over your heads.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
Yeah, sounds like you two are getting scammed.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
Oh, I see a city in the background.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Yeah. It won't make you better at martial arts. Hate to break this to
Well,
you.
we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history.
Oh, it'll go down in history, alright.
Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
I feel like we're gonna mop the floor with everyone. At least from what I've seen so far. And this person's just sitting down on the beach. Please tell me you're meditating.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Yeah. You want to become an adventurer or a hero? But yeah, adventurer?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far without any setbacks.
Is that so?
I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially.
I don't know. You seem like someone who's really cocky and brazen.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing.
A vision?
A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
Yes, you have tournament experience.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
Or more like you bribed someone?
I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
I'm sure you have.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
These people are gonna get so pwned.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Sounds about right.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
I think so too, cause
Come on, let's go sign
yeah,
up.
let's do this. But I imagine there will be a wrinkle in this.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
Oh, this is where I come in?
Wait, aren't you? Oh, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
That's right.
Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph. Here.
Yeah, now someone really legit has shown up.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have one.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
How can you
My
see
apologies.
for yourself?
I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
Is that really necessary?
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Honorary Knight of the Knights of Favonius?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Oh, grow up.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long
I
shot.
imagine it would be.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Are we just spilling that in front of everyone here?
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding the situation.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Yeah, what if someone has secretly got possession of one?
Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament.
Oh, jeez.
You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Can anyone else in my party use them?
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
But yeah, I imagine they'll lock out the elements for me to use in this competition.
All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
I guess I am.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now.
Yeah, my elemental skills are locked out.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Also, it's level 75?
How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin
Yeah,
with?
done in less than 10 seconds.
Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Oh no, I imagine there's gonna be much more to come. Where are those two? Also, there was a butterfly in the middle of the ring. Yeah, there it is. Alright, Beto.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Yeah, I mean, we do have to fight real bad guys.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Beto.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
That'll do, I guess.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that.
I guess not.
You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
I didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too,
I don't want any special treatment.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Okay, I guess.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
I'm sure you were.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in semifinals finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
Oh, of course.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Alright then. Yeah, I was really expecting like quite a number of rounds.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Well, I didn't get hit once, so...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Getting a few butterflies over here. Is that literal?
Okay, follow me.
Alright. Who we got?
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent.
Well, thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, yeah, getting a little fancy now, I see. But you're going down. And that's that.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Yeah, you fought very well yourself. Well,
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried.
he only had just one-punch combos, basically.
If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
I imagine it's its own separate challenge.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Has to be, right?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Alright then.
There he goes.
Ask around for info on your final opponent.
Maybe we should ask around. See what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Butterfly!
Hyman thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Yeah, hey there, Yoon.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Why one more?
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Let's hope you're right. For once. But we still have to keep asking. Liang. Hello there.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Ouch.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingsheng clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
And as for yourself?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it.
Of course.
Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Yeah, yes.
We still haven't got any useful information
I'm
yet.
too distracted by the Sealy. I have to go get it.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Yeah, Sealy, I cannot be satisfied unless I go and chase you. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you're gonna have me ascend this mountain. Or reasonable facsimile of a mountain. Follow you up the tree. And it's just that simple.
A reward on the road.
Alright, I'm satisfied. Back we go. Yeah, I just couldn't let it go. Yeah, I can't do my Elsa impression right now. Alright, Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
Yeah, you have a keen eye.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
Sure.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is, yeah.
We were wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
No, but better be safe than sorry.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of INAZUMA, I was a wandering samurai.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup.
I
But
couldn't.
at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
I guess not.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set.
Well, given that you just revealed yourself as a samurai, am I to assume that it's you?
Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about.
Would you like to find out in the ring?
Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
All right. Follow Kazuha to a more peaceful location. Wait, are we going back on the ship? Also, I see something that would be perfect for Amber to go after. Yeah, let's swap her in here. Alright, Amber, come on in for a while.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Oh, wow. I didn't quite hit it. There we go. Oh, did I not get that one? Oh, I did. I thought that looked something weird. I thought that looked weird. Alright. You've done your part there, Amber? Back over to Jinyan.
Let's jam!
I don't know if jamming is what Kazuha does. Also, where we're going is not peaceful, but... Oh no, they're... Okay, for a moment I thought those were hilichurls. Alright, so all the way out here, and after picking up a star conch, let's talk to our final opponent.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter.
Take off your mask.
You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Yeah, you already know about this then.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
Yeah, of course.
If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
So how did you come to know about me?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what Paimon is all about.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
If nothing else, she's certainly funny.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know either.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Paimon?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
Possibly.
Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Finally a real battle.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Alright then. Defeat the monsters to show Kazuha your elemental abilities. Where are they? Oh, right here.
Not now.
Yes, now.
Feel the beat.
Yeah, show what we can do.
Wind blade.
I didn't quite nail that one.
The night is cold.
Yeah, now I got them running for their lives. And that takes care of that. Oh, not done.
Power cord.
Whoa. Alright, here we go. Yeah, rock their world.
Disappear.
Oh, we got taken away? Well, kind of.
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it.
Well, I can't quite freeze you. But you can freeze me.
Feel the beat.
Oh, you put up a shield. I'll find a way through, don't worry.
Wind blade.
Alright, 2 waves of slimes to get the job done.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible.
Oh boy.
He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Thanks, I look forward to beating you up.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
Well, that would be helpful.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead.
Yeah, so obviously you are in possession of a vision we see, an animo no less.
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Sure.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Alright then. Oh, and we're just getting directly warped there. Thanks you. Thank you very much. Alright.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face.
Look how modest I am.
Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Oh, I thought you were going to refer to me as the Traveler!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals.
That lasted less than a minute.
But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Too intimidated?
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Has it already been stolen underneath our noses? Yeah, it's not like we haven't seen this before.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Yeah, it's the liar all over again.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
I'm surprised someone was able to do that under your nose.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
Oh, gee, yeah, good luck with that.
Please come with me.
Yeah, my opponent was a no-show anyway.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Yeah, I get the feeling I know where he is off to. Also, I can't attune with that. I can go there, though.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Now, why are they putting me on a time limit here? This seems unnecessary. Challenge completed.
By the way,
One-sided.
what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Oh, yeah, you got spinning blades around you.
You'll see.
Yeah, let's get you to stop for a while. Put your flat on your back.
Power cord! Shred till I'm dead!
Then... Yeah, this is a collective ass-kicking.
Wind blade.
Yeah, I don't know if that was actually connected to the quest or not, but if it was, cool. Also, what are we
The
investigating?
winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris.
Hubris, huh?
This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Why does it keep shooting me over? Damn it. Yeah, probably just reset me back.
The winds are
Which it
guiding us
did.
forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too?
Oh no.
What does it sound like?
Hubris.
Can I get
This
forward
way.
launch?
Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
I hope you're right too. It also helps if I'm allowed to fly faster. Alright, that counts.
My guiding stars!
Alright, get rid of these slimes.
Yeah.
And there's also a big one floating out.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected.
Alright, then we know what we're dealing
In
with
which
here.
case, please stand back.
And I'll show you.
The wrong test subject.
Disappear!
The night is cold.
Feel the beat!
Oh, yeah, I don't even need to use my ultimate here. I can just make an example of the idiot. Put myself to some ugly flies. The treasure hoarder who stole the vision. Oh, he's right here. Alright. Freeze!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
Helps that I can fly.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
Sure.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
discovered that I was here and you got cold feet.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way.
And now...
since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Yeah, we did. Now, cough it up.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
Yeah, there'll be consequences if we resist any further.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
Yeah, if you give it the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Ouch.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Then the final takes place right here.
Amp it up! Just you watch!
Yeah, and I won't hold back. This time I come with friends. You, on me, while are all on your own.
Wind blade! Just a temporary setback!
No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him.
For obvious reasons.
Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Yeah. You've eaten enough humble pie, I guess. According to this guy.
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
The treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision.
And yet it did not.
But unfortunately, nothing happened.
He's planning all along.
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
Sure.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, why are you so determined to rekindle it?
this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
I was thinking you were going to say family member. And so...
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity.
And all hell broke loose.
While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne.
And failed.
A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground.
And his severed head.
Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
And thus, once the light went out...
Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Except with a lot more formality.
All right then, it's time we returned.
Yeah, let's go. We should
Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Yeah, let's turn back to the arena. So, what do we do now? So yeah, guess we'll speak with Zuhan again. With Juhan again, or whatever.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Oh, really?
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
But...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yeah, what about INAZUMA?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Yeah, that is creepy.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
And once you know it, as a Nomen, the rain sets in, along with the thunder.
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, The Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Well, good luck with that. Hey Luna, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
I'm thoroughly expecting it. Quest completed. And setting sail now becomes the new quest. In the meantime, I might as well go ahead and give myself the materials that I've just accumulated. Let's give Florian 2 more levels. Alright. So let's go ahead and head on back to Liyue. Or, okay, so yeah, now it is available to access. So yeah, that's it. I need to go to the Adventurers Guild, so we'll do that. Yeah, let's see what we can do next in order to reunite with Beidou and Ningguang. Yeah, it sounds like you two are excited for the next chapter of the journey, but first things first. Also, I should probably reactivate the quest so that it actually is active. Okay there, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
I want to go to INAZUMA.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to INAZUMA. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
Oh no. Maybe you
there
do?
You are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to INAZUMA, right?
Yeah, it seems our intel has arrived.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Thank you. Will I be meeting your Nurse Jenny equivalent over in Inazuma as well? Or
Whether
Nurse
the
Joy,
journey
rather.
before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
To you as well.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
And Florian's face is deadpan.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor.
For now.
Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
And we will see you there. The immovable god and the eternal euthymia. Alright, so let's head on off. Back on over to the Alcor. All aboard! So this will be the last thing we do for tonight's stream. Because yeah, once I've got Inazuma unlocked, then I can do what I've been wanting to do for a while now and advance with the story. But yeah, the storm is well and truly in effect. Whoa! We better be careful.
Ah,
Sorry
you
for what?
finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
It's an honor to be aboard.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
Well, don't worry about it there, Luna. I had planned to start early because I knew that if people were doing things for Valentine's Day, I would want to give them enough time to do those things.
Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
And watch out for that thunder and lightning. Yeah, the Raiden Shogun is already sending us warning signals. Warning shots are being fired at a rapid pace. Get those sails sailing and the oars paddling. Well, it looks like the storm has stopped for now, but that'll change. Oh, and welcome back. Yeah, I guess he's not done here yet. And as for you, Beto, anchors are being raised, and we're off. Go, Warsman, go! After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. You mean we don't get to see the storm for ourselves? That's so lame. Yeah, I was actually looking forward to seeing that. It's like, really, game? But in any event, we've finally made it to INAZUMA. It looks a lot like Liyue, but things are somewhat different. So upon arriving at the docks, let's have a look around. And who might you be, first person we meet here? How are you gonna thrust yourself into our lives right out the gates?
Oh, hi there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
Toma, huh?
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Yeah, it's definitely the latter.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around INAZUMA have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
I guess not. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts.
Yeah. Do we need Pearl Gems to come in?
If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, yeah, we considered a samurai or a fugitive because he fled the country.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
And I did see a waypoint behind me, so we will definitely be touching that first.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Of course.
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Sure. So before we do that, attunement at the waypoints. Oh, we can't even? Oh. I guess we can't sequence break here. Very well. We'll go through the checkpoint first.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Oh. I guess I'm lying here?
Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export of goods. Do you have your trader's permits?
Yeah, this isn't good.
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Yeah, Toma's
Here
where...
are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
Yeah, I was about to say Toma to save the day.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about
This
that.
isn't the right time to be trolling.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Boy. Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders.
Oh, of course.
As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force.
Sounds like Karthus and Ishgard in Final Fantasy XIV.
Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Yeah, my journey must go on.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
So I can attune with this one? Yay! Which means I should be able to be allowed to attune to the one I wasn't able to attune to earlier, right?
Sorry.
I'm already off the beaten path. No. Yeah, where's that way back to the dock? It is imperative that I attune with the waypoints here. So we'll make our way back over. Oh, unless I still can't attune to the one at the dock. Oh, unless I'm already considered to be attuned to it? Also, unlock viewpoint. Okay, it is automatically attuned. Okay. Yeah, because I see it and I think to myself, I got to go right to it straight away. Well, at least we have that sorted out now. Okay, so hang right. I'm up the stairs, so this must be it, and it is. Hello there. So as we arrive...
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
That's right. And all of our friends.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
I only have 10% of it.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
Toma to the rescue again?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That is so quite expensive, though.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
Oh, so that's how it is, huh?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Wow, I guess you carry some clout here.
Much obliged.
Yeah, what other tricks do you have up your sleeve there, playboy? The residency application is processed smoothly at the Outlander Affairs Agency.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
Yeah, I think it's a lot more than the Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech.
Is it now?
The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
That's when they jack it up to 2 million.
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Does anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
So how would an Outlander ever get to meet?
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
I still have to find a way.
Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Okay.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
What price are we talking?
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Yeah, it is like Kirthus.
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
What's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
What are the member of the International Trade Association and understand its situation? So we are in the general quest area. It's just a matter of finding the person. Yeah, where would we find this person as we go outside the quest objective circle? Maybe under the tree somewhere?
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Yeah, and I guess while I have the opportunity there, Luna, we might as well go and get the statue unlocked. Oh, it must be this guy.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Luckily we had a friend with us.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence.
How so?
No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Wow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Yeah.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth.
Oh great, the Fatui.
So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow.
And haven't succeeded.
But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Yeah, and cornering the market.
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
Yeah, I don't think you can talk down the Kanju.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Vendor sounds fishy?
That vendor.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Find the merchant selling Crystal Marrow. Fortunately, he's not too far away. And it turns out he's right over here. Also, that did not say investigate. Werner, huh?
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
You don't recognize me, but I'm the fixer around these parts.
So, what do you need with me?
Yeah, source.
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Alright then.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they?
Well, you're pretty sharp about this.
They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Yeah, time to get the real fixer on the case.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
How long is this gonna get drawn out? You know, what information can Toma offer us? Now we gotta talk to you.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Nope.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help us.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
Tell us about Werner.
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Oh, he works independently.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
A Mondstadt to me. Well, he certainly has a Mondstadt sounding name. But at least I didn't get the impression he was a local.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
I hope you're right. Okay, take two then. Also, the fact that we went by a person named Ting Ting makes me think that a lot of the names in the of natives in this place are similar to those found in the Mikado.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Yeah, someone called that a form of freedom, or it was the wind that led me back here to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Bard's Serenade, which should be perfect right now.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
I guess I am. Oh, we're giving you something from Mondstadt. I got a whole shit ton of lampgrass here if you want.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
Maybe MOR can't protect you?
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
But...
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes, yeah, so I can punch you in the face.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Yeah. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Grill cheap and tasty chop suey, or... sure.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. And the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
And may the flames of virtue spread to all.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
guy has a really active imagination.
Yeah.
Either that or he really does miss Leela Harbor.
And Mondstadt.
Liyue.
Oh, give me something from here. Yeah, how about this? The Genshin.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there would sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away.
Yeah, it's after you turned your back on them?
Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
Yeah.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough.
So then why are you holding all of the crystal marrow?
So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
Are you also mad as hell?
You ready to talk now?
Yeah. We'll protect you?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We need evidence?
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Sure.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Okay. Find Keijiro's tracks, plus also Crest is starting to be revealed. Follow Keijiro's tracks. But how do we even know they belong to Keijiro? Or is this man himself?
Keijiro! It's him!
Well, that's pretty easy.
After him!
Follow without being noticed. Great. Now it's Endwalker.
It's not like I afraid of stars. Which one should I choose?
He is picking up the pace, though.
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Now, who?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away!
Oh, geez, now he's running.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to
What's
hurry.
with the Endwalker mechanics?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Oh, have we gone too far?
Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago.
25 is too far.
If only we made less noise.
If only we made less noise. He was running!
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
Yeah, he was running! Follow Keijiro without being noticed. This could take a few tries at least.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Sorry. I need to think about it. Which one should I choose?
Okay, so he'll hang a left.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work. It's not like I'll get any customers.
Oh, gee.
Now, who else?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting...
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Ah, drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Nope.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Oh boy.
He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Jeez, I'm gonna be at this for a long time, and this is not time that I have.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
Yeah, this is not time I have right now.
Should I close early?
Follow without being noticed again. Attempt number 3. Yeah. Why an Endwalker mech of all things?
Love or freedom? Sorry. Should I choose?
I need to think about it.
Okay, now stay over here.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
Should I close early? All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Okay, so he walks over there. Now, who else is behind?
He's getting further and further.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think.
He's getting further and further.
Damn it, come on!
Let's catch up a little.
I'm trying to stay out of visual range.
He's getting further.
I know, Paimon.
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us.
Must be hearing things. Ah, drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
I guess we're just letting him run.
Getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Yeah, I guess we're just letting him run. Or we're just not
Where'd
at
he
all.
go? He was right there a moment ago.
Alright.
Seems he disappeared
We'll do
in a
this
blink of an
next
eye.
stream because I can't keep doing this all
Only we made
night.
less
Luna,
noise.
jump in. Let's get the Statue of the 7 attunement so I can end the stream, please.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Yeah, we'll resume attempts next stream, but I'm supposed to be doing something else right now, and I'm wasting time here. Luna, log in. Let's get the Statue of the 7 so I can end the stream, please. Because, yeah, this is obviously not something I'm going to get done tonight. This will take a lot of tries, and I'd rather not keep losing my patience when I'm trying to be doing something else. Because this is just going to waste time, and I'd rather have you come and... Oh. And now you can't. Alright then. I guess I'll do it on my own then, but I guess this is where we're going to end things here for tonight, so... I was not expecting this particular quest to go this long, admittedly. I was expecting to be moving on to other stuff. I can find the Statue of the 7 and do it off screen, and we'll pick up things up. I'll be back on Well, I'm not here on Thursday, and tomorrow I have the Final Fantasy XIV Cafe open. So we'll be back again on Friday and make our way over to try and see if we can't track down Keijiro without failing the Endwalker mech. So we'll see if we're able to make it happen. Oh, unable to join because I'm in the middle of doing this quest. Yeah, I can understand why. Yeah, I guess because I'm stuck in the quest, you can't join me. Because if you did, then it would break the continuity. But we'll do this again. I'll go find the Statue of the Seven, and we'll continue this on Friday. But thanks for everyone coming out to help out. Thanks for all of your support, and we will continue to do this on Friday. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day. Hope that you're able to make the most of the loves in your life, and that we will be able to join all together again on Friday. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact Live here on Twitch, and I will see you guys again here next time. So thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the lights.